guys, so I'm back with another lip balm review. This time it's the Chapstick limited edition cake batter flavor, which the little graphic on the cap is adorable, I have to admit. It's not cake batter, but it's a cupcake, and I'll explain why in a minute, although I do agree that it's kind of a misnomer naming it what they did, but I'll explain later. So this one I've had it for a while, but I got a request a few days ago to review this one, so here I am. First things first, I've noticed that a lot of the chapstick caps have gotten or the wrappers I should say, have gotten a lot harder to open. They claim twist to open. Oh my gosh. Can I tell you guys a story? Some of them I can just do, like, not really twist, but just push up and they pop off. Other ones, I have to take a pair of scissors and lightly go with the sharpest part of the edge, go around the perimeter right under the bottom of the cap, and then do the pop-off thing. And sometimes it still won't work, and I have to do all sorts of weird stuff to get it to open. So, yeah, I've heard other people complaining about this too, but it's definitely true. It seems like the newer ones have gotten worse over time. But anyway, so that's a side note. If you do it correctly, you can keep your little graphic on the cap. If you do it incorrectly, you lose the picture and just have a plain white cap. So I've been making a point of trying to do it correctly so I can keep the pictures because they're cute. So the smell of this one is really yummy. It's one where there's few others I've noted this with, but in the cake batteriness, you can actually smell like a sort of buttery undertone here in addition to the vanilla. It's sort of like a vanilla yellow cake sort of a scent with, I'm trying to smell it over my hand lotion, so they're kind of conflicting, but I've been using this for a while, but almost like there's a hint of vanilla frosting in addition to just like the vanilla cake, but it's more of a yellow cakey scent to me. But for those who are like, why did they name it cake batter and put a cupcake on the lid? What do you make cupcakes from? Cake batter! It's the same exact mix that you use for a cake or for cupcakes. You buy the same box. It's not specifically cupcake mix, it's cake mix. You just put it in cupcake. Yeah, anyway, so for everybody who's been whining about that, there you go. It's one of those things where if you don't stop and think about it, it's confusing, but believe it or not, I had kind of said the same thing, and my little sister's the one that pointed it out and was like, Jen, what do you make cupcakes out of? A mix. Yeah, no. What kind of mix? Oh, yeah. There you go. Anyway, so, moving right along. The texture of this one. I just want an excuse to put more on. It's really nice. It's another one that's really creamy and slick to the consistency, which I love. You all know that I'm a fan of that, who have watched my other videos. As you can see, it does leave a shine, which, again, I am a fan of. I know other people like the matte look. I do not. I like the shiny. It's not sticky at all. It's just the really creamy feeling, and as the day wears on, I've noticed this one in particular seems like it stays on a really long time. Even if you drink stuff, there's still the hint of it there, so that also wins big points for me with this particular one. So I'm trying to think of the longest that I've felt it on my lips. I want to say you could probably get a good 8 hours out of this, because I've been known to put this on before bed and still be able to feel some amount of it on my lips when I wake up. That's pretty good. Not a lot of these can I say that about. So, again, big points for longevity. It passes the drink test. It passes the food test. Don't know about the kiss test, because don't have anybody to try it out on. But, yeah, that. So, anyway. Yeah, all I know is that it smells really wonderful. It lasts a long time. Feels great on your lips. It's shiny. What's not to love, right? In terms of taste, it doesn't have the weird chapsticky aftertaste that some of them have. You don't really taste anything. I know some people are like, it tastes like the cake batter too. No, it doesn't. Not really. I think that's like your brain playing tricks because it's heavily scented enough to where you can still smell it on your lips once it's on, but no, there's no flavor here that you can taste with your tongue. This is just because your nose is smelling it, you think you're tasting it, but yeah, not really. But it also doesn't have the weird waxy taste, or even the waxy feel. It's just really nice. So this particular one kind of makes me sad that it's limited editions and that it's not part of the permanent line, but I mean, on the other hand, it's such a sweet scent that I could see a person burning out on this after not too long if they wore it every day. So this one, it's not an everyday scent, but at the same time, it's pretty good. It's not like sickly sweet. It's just, would you eat cake every day? Probably not. So it's the same rule of thumb that it's fun every once in a while, but not an everyday one. But if they could use this formulation in some of the other flavors that are more of everyday flavors or scents, that would be ideal because it's really, really nice. So my verdict on this one, I would give it a 9 out of 10. The only thing that I could think of that I would give it a higher rating for is if it actually were flavored. Although that could be a problem because then I'd probably be licking it off my lips all day, but beside the point. It's the only thing I can think of that would make me give it a 10 out of 10 rating. So, anywho, that is my review on this one. I can't think of anything else worth mentioning with it, because, I mean, it's just Chapstick. What is there to really say? So anyhow, till next time, if you enjoyed this video, like, rate, and subscribe. And till the next one, see ya! Bye!